Hello, my name is Senior Airman Acosta. I am with the U.S. Air Force. I work as a munitions inspector. My job is to ensure that all the explosives that the base utilizes are safe for usage and to ensure that we have offensive and defensive capabilities to provide for the Air Force. Today I'm going to be reading The Stocking Stuffer. It's a book written by Holly Merriweather and illustrated by Stephanie Reagan. So let's begin. 'Twas the night before Christmas when not long ago a tradition began that few children know. A blizzard was raging up at the North Pole. Elves rushed as the winds howled out of control. "Are we ready?" called Santa. "There's no time to waste. It's the worst Christmas storm that we've ever faced." "Almost," said the elf as he slid in the ice. "But are you sure that you've checked the list twice?" Taking the scroll from the elf's shaking grasp, Santa put on his glasses and said with a gasp, "The naughty list is empty. This is a first. What a glorious Christmas. I feel I could burst." "It's a miracle," she said, "for all to enjoy, but I must tell the elves that we need some more toys. With all the children now on the nice list, we need to make sure that no one is missed. Please hurry, little one. The storm's getting stronger. With so much to do, we can't wait too much longer. I'll need some help from every last elf. How else will I finish Christmas Eve by myself?" The elf left the barn with a nod and a hop to finish the toys in Santa's workshop. Santa took a deep breath and reached for his cup. He needed some cocoa to help perk him up. When Santa didn't know was that I had been listening, hidden under the tree with the Christmas lights glistening. I loved watching St. Nick, the elves, and the reindeer as they made and wrapped presents throughout the whole year. I'd wanted a job, like an elf on a shelf, but I had no magic, just my little mouse self. If every child was on the nice list, there'd be no time for stockings, I'd have to assist. This was my moment, my dream could come true. Santa would see I'd be great on his crew. I'm Tinsel the mouse, I live under the tree. Curled up by the presents is where you'll find me. But this year I'm ready to join on the sleigh and bring goodies and gifts for a warm Christmas day. While you're busy unpacking your bag full of treats, I could fill the stockings with trinkets and sweets. Santa crinkled his brow and scratched at his beard. Was he not happy that I'd volunteered? Then his eyes lit up bright and his fingers snapped quick. "Tinsel, my friend, will you join old St. Nick?" I clapped my paws and twirled on my toe. "I'll help you, Santa. I'm ready to go." The elves finished wrapping and loading the treats as Santa and I snuggled into our seats. On Dancer, on Prancer, on Vixen, on Comet. We're running late now, it's time to step on it. Rudolph's red nose lit up with a glow as the sleigh took flight straight out of the snow. We waved a goodbye to our wintry North Pole and set our sights south with not one lump of coal. Santa jiggled and wiggled into the first flue. It was finally time, we had a big job to do. I leaped and tumbled from Santa's red cap, straightening my collar and fixed my bootstrap. Santa hefted his bag from the hearth to the tree, unpacking and stacking the presents with glee. A drum set for Dad and a skateboard for Ike, for Mom an easel, for Dottie a bike. A squeak toy for Pepper, the family's new pug, who sat and watched Santa from her place on the rug. I spotted the stockings hanging high in a row. I set down my bag and undid the bow. This was my chance, my first Christmas Eve, to help bring good cheer to those who believe. Dad gets gumdrops and brand new drumsticks, for Mom paintbrushes and licorice whips, for Dottie a puzzle and a sweet candy cane. Ike gets a lollipop and a model airplane, and finally Pepper gets a new tasty bone. We're all done here, Santa. On to the next home. Not yet, Tinsel, there's still more to do. We've got to fuel up to see this night through. It's time to share treats from Ike and from Dottie. They've made them to show us they're nice and not naughty. We ate up the cookies. Tiny Tin, have one more. I nibbled so fast that some fell on the floor. A swift and small creature made a mad dash, scooped up some crumbs, and was gone in a flash. "What was that?" whispered Santa. "Did you just see?" "Oh yes," I exclaimed. "'Twas a mouse, just like me. I thought I was done, but it wasn't enough. It turned out I had one more stocking to stuff." I took off my sock, and hung it up high, and filled it with gifts for the mouse who ran by. As we rallied the reindeer to leave the warm house, I called down the chimney, "Sweet dreams, little mouse." We went on to visit each girl and each boy. We delivered presents and spreading true joy. As we trotted the globe, making our way, no one was forgotten on this holiday. I stuffed every stocking on mantles galore, and when something was missing, I left a bit more. At that last house I cheered with my friend. Hooray, the naughty list comes to an end. As Christmas Eve quietly came to a close, I nestled on top of Rudolph's red nose. Santa called out and sang with a grin, "Merry Christmas to all, and thank you, Tiny Tim." So don't you forget in your letter this year, it's Santa and Tinsel who bring Christmas cheer. Write down your wishes and send them on through to Old Saint Nick and the stocking stuffer too. And that is it for the story. Great book, really recommend it.